Hey you, welcome if you're new, or welcome back friend if you've been to the channel before. This is Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot, and I'm Erica. I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you because your time and your energy is a valuable resource, and I appreciate the energetic exchange you give to me every time you watch a video. I produce content on a variety of platforms, and you can follow me on all of them by accessing my link tree in the description below. Some housekeeping. The last 28 days of YouTube analytics indicate to me that over 52% of my recent viewers aren't subscribed. I encourage you to subscribe for easy access, and I'd also encourage you to hit the notification bell to get alerted when I go live on YouTube, which is usually unannounced and is provoked mostly by Spirit's call. I'm also in the process of starting my Patreon page where I will be posting first access to ad-free content to the 2021 astrology videos for each sign, and I will do extended love readings at the herbal tea tier or higher. I'll do an introduction video of my Patreon page once Patreon has been up, going, and well fed. I've also had some emails asking about private readings, and I'm doing them, but on a part-time basis only right now, as I'm focusing on producing content for my YouTube page and for my recently started podcast. It's called the Esoterica Pod, and it's on 6 different platforms, so look for me where you listen to podcasts. I talk about everything from astrology to my near-death experience and some of the things that have come along with that near-death experience, like hearing dead people and seeing shadow people. So I encourage you to check me out over there too. I hope you're well. I'm sending you a lot of love. And let's get into what the end of November lunar eclipse in Gemini has in store for you. So before I get started with each individual sign, what I'm going to do is discuss some of the aspects that are going to be going on during this eclipse. And I feel like it would be important for those of you who are new to astrology or don't speak the language well to understand some of the things that we're talking about. I'm using cards from the Numinous Astro deck. I'm trying to show y'all without a glare. That's it. Anyways, that's the back. So I'm going to feature some of the cards that are in this deck because they kind of point out and highlight some of the keywords and the themes that are associated with what's showing up in the sky for us. I'm focusing mainly on the oppositions. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in grander theme or grander scale. This lunar eclipse is occurring in Gemini. And Gemini, according to this deck, is the butterfly. And some of the words that you can put in your data bank or in your word bank to associate with Gemini are curious, communicative, versatile, flexible, variety-seeking, social, collaborative, brilliant, perceptive, connected, vocal, adaptive, street-smart, mobile, studious, superficial, restless, and fidgety. And that's what the card looks like. So we've got this lunar eclipse in Gemini. During the lunar eclipse, we have the sun opposite the moon, and it is an applying aspect, meaning it is growing more tense as the eclipse draws nearer to exactation. So the sun card deals with being. It emphasizes, or more words for your word bank, essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, distinction, childishness, ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self-sufficiency, shine, heartbeat, father. That's what the sun card looks like in this deck. So we've got an opposition in the sky between the sun and the moon. The moon is feelings, instinct, nurturing, gut reactions, comfort, digestion, home, family, conditioning, habits, femininity, lineage, privacy, embodiment, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing, moods, mother. And this opposition we see in the card. There's the moon card again. Okay? So we've got this opposition between the sun and the moon, asking for balance. More words for your word bank. Relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, manifests, disciplines, conflicts with, tests, objectifies, and calls out. So that's kind of what it looks like in an astrology chart. The sun glyph opposite the moon. And that's one of the oppositions going on during this eclipse. And again, the pressure is applying between these two heavenly spheres, the two luminaries of the sky. And the sun is going to be in Sagittarius, the moon is going to be in Gemini. That placement changes in each sign's houses. That's why I give you the houses when I'm talking about what's going on. So we have this opposition card again in play between the planet Venus. Venus deals with love, but it also deals with beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensuality, luxury, wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. In an opposition, looking for balance, confronting the planet Uranus of revolution, breakthroughs, brainstorming, originality, insight, awakening, technology, innovation, humanitarianism, reform, surprise, freedom, experimentation, the unexpected, rupture, edge, diversity, enlightening. So we've got these powerful oppositions occurring in the sky between a pretty energetic sky with this lunar eclipse going on. For each of you, it will play out in different houses. And we're going to break that down right now. Hi Gemini, welcome to your Gemini Eclipse reading. We're going to talk about the sun opposing the moon between your 7th house and your 1st house, where this is going to look like hard work and little gain in the area of relationships, partnerships, and collaboration. You're going to be doing a lot of work. It's going to feel like it's emotional work, and you're not going to be feeling like you're getting a lot of gain on the other end. Sorry. That's just how it works sometimes. And with the eclipses occurring in your sign now for the next few years, you're going to be feeling immense change coming your way. So, forewarned is forearmed. We've got Mercury in Scorpio. Mercury is your ruler, by the way. Mercury is in Scorpio, sextiling Jupiter and Saturn, which are in Capricorn still. This sextile will be applying with Saturn, and it will be separating from Jupiter. This is between your 6th house and your 8th house. So work and health, daily grind, possibly pets, and then all of the intimate things in life. Just plan ahead and use good judgment. We also have Venus, the planet of love, in Scorpio as well, opposite the planet Uranus in Taurus. This aspect is separating, which creates impulsive moods and changes in feelings. And this is between your 6th house and your 12th house. So you're probably going to be operating from a place of self-sabotage in this Uranus opposition to Venus, in your area of work, health, daily routine, etc. Don't let your subconscious self-sabotage you at work. And then we've got this Mars playing out in Aries square to Pluto, which is applying. So it means that it's really not a good time for you to be making changes in that 8th house of the affairs in your world, Gemini. Now this, like I said, lighter for my candle. Like I said, this is an eclipse in Gemini. So we're going to be feeling some extra intense energies running through the eclipses for you because it's in your sign. I'm going to do a 3-card spread and pull the bottom card. And then I'm going to also pull some oracle cards for y'all. See what the cards have to say about this lunation situation for the Gemini babies. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to have to pause the video really quick. My stepson is calling me, but I'll be right back with y'all. Hang tight. I'm back. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Had a cold front move through. My stepson was out on a date, and they're going to a pumpkin patch or something. Had to come get some jeans, so that's what that was about. Yay, editing. So I pulled some cards for y'all, and you had 3 major arcana cards fall for you with this lunar eclipse occurring in your sign, Gemini. Is that at all surprising? No. We have the Emperor card signifier here in this deck showing up for you. It's also the King of Spades or the King of Swords. This deals with experience, authority, the Emperor card, wisdom, and any Aries influence going on in your life. And right now, you're having Mars square Pluto applying. Mars in that 8th house to, well, yeah. I didn't write down where Mars was house-wise for y'all. But Pluto's in the 8th house. If you go back and watch the November videos, I'll tell you where Mars is. But it's not in my notes here, and I've already hit pause once. But we've got the Emperor card showing up, and Aries in the situation or Martian energy playing out for you. That's 1 major arcana card. Second is the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Clubs. This is also another major arcana significator. This is the Strength card. It deals with courage, building trust, and overcoming desire. Could be involving a possible Leo. And then finally, we have the Hermit card, which is the 9 of Pentacles or the 9 of Diamonds in this deck. And it deals with self-care and sacrifice without regret. The card at the bottom of the deck was the Jack of Hearts. And this can be the Page of Cups or the Knight of Cups, depending on, you know, significators. I also see in this card the Aries Cliff. There's 2 fish for Pisces as well, maybe showing up, but another sign of Aries showing up strongly in this reading. There's some contemplation going on, and the unconscious could be coming to the surface. Like I said earlier, your subconscious could be playing out in work or your daily life. Don't let it, because it's going to be self-sabotaging energy in that 12th house that will be impacting the 6th house. So you're not going to want that energy following you around from your day-to-day situations in life. I'm going to pull for you now a spirit animal card. You need to take control of your own story, Gemini. It looks like you've not been doing that. It looks like you've been going by the seat of your pants. And I mean, honestly, Gemini, it's understanding, or it's understandable. I'm understanding that you are going through a lot of change. One, before these eclipses started to initiate in your sign, Venus went retrograde in Gemini earlier this year. So you've had that value shift change occur for you in the first house. There's been things that have gone on for you very personally, possibly affecting you on like a physical level or personality level. And then okay. I had a card fly out of the deck for you, Wolf Spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom, and you've got the words wisdom with the Emperor card. You've got to have the strength to do whatever it is that is coming up for you, Gemini. And it looks like you may need to be either the leader of the pack or be unafraid to be a lone wolf. Not in the negative connotations of lone wolf sort of predator type thing, but lone wolf as in you don't necessarily need a codependent relationship to keep you down if that's what you've been kind of trapped in, Gemini. And this is really playing out in that 7th, 6th, 8th house. So this isn't something that you're going to be able to necessarily hide. It's going to play out in front of somebody. And it's probably going to be, I mean, if you're operating from an unconscious perspective, it'll be the person you least wanted to jump out in front of. You've got strong Aries energy, you've got strong Leo energy, and you've got strong Virgo energy coming forward in the cards as well. So that could be important for you in this general reading, Gemini. I'm going to be looking now at the Rebel deck. Had one card that was peeking out that looked like it wanted to say something. Is there anything else Geminis need to see? Okay. Okay. There's a couple cards that fell with that last pop. The one that was peeking out says, that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after the shit. The world has your back. Have the courage to take the action that you need. And lean on the experience and the authority that you have, or the authority figures in that field that you know. The second card, which could be respective of some of you in this situation, they broke your heart. So fuck them. How about that? How about that, Gemini? How about that? Can you do that? Can you just say fuck it? Truly? And cut it off and not run back mercurially? That's a challenge for those of you who are having a hard time cutting the cord. Final card. Step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy shit. Bacon, chocolate, beer. Get some. Indicating that 6th house of how you take care of yourself on a daily basis could either be very neglected by wanting to be very constrictive and restrictive, but it could be to a negative point or for negative subconscious reasons that aren't helping you operate at your highest level. It could be trauma-based responses. I see that a lot with the 6th and 12th house, how it plays out, especially in opposition, that our traumas are playing out in our daily lives and taking far too much of the focus. Don't let that be you this time, Gemini. You also know that forewarned is forearmed, and you have this eclipse that's coming up in your sign. It's occurring right around Thanksgiving if you live in America, or if you celebrate with the American calendar. So understand that Thanksgiving is going to be a very sensitive time for you. Maybe don't feel the need to discuss such hot button issues. Maybe, for the sake of what's going on in the world right now, you could use the excuse of, I'm doing my best to distance from everyone for everyone's safety. Maybe suggest doing a Zoom gathering of thanks instead. You don't necessarily have to be face to face, and it may be hard for some of you to do that. However, there are some of you who have been in hermit mode for long enough, and now it's time for you to embrace the Strength card and the Emperor card in moving forward. That's very proactive energy. For others, it's being proactive in taking care of yourself. Ultimately, Gemini, you're a very dualistic sign, and the way that this reading is going to fall out for you really involves a lot of what your free will has been up till this point. But whatever it is and however it plays out, I'm sending you a lot of love, and I do hope that you're well. I appreciate you indulging me in that interruption. But I also think that the things that go on while I am recording the videos also lend a hand to what could possibly be the energy that's for you in your world right now. It could be that you are working and you get interrupted by something that wasn't anticipated and you have to handle it. How do you handle it? In what way do you handle it? With grace? With rage? Ultimately, it's your choice and your decision. Again, I'm sending you a lot of love. I hope that you're well. I'm going to start your December videos soon, but I want to get this series finished, edited, and uploaded, so hopefully it will be out for you as a surprise for Halloween. I love you. I'll see you soon. Talk to you sooner. Bye, Gemini.